What's good, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, man. My name is DivaTequila. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you always, man. Today we got some more Moira ranked action. I actually just finished this game up. I wanted to go ahead and record it just in case a patch drops or something. It's Sunday night. Not sure exactly what days the patch drops. But anyways, I didn't want to risk losing the replay of this game. We're still on our rank grind at the moment. Like I said in the last video, I got placed plat 5 after my first 5 wins. I'm 4-2 for my next set of placements. Just finished this game up. Went absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this was, statistically speaking, possibly my best game, my best game that I've ever played of Overwatch. So felt good. Starts out a little bit sloppy. We don't have our other support with us to start the game. The Lucio shows up a bit late. Tank gets picked off. Trying to be aggressive with my damage orbs early. In hindsight, I maybe should have used 1 or 2 of those as healing orbs. I wasn't expecting everybody to get picked off the way they did, but that's okay. That's my mistake. Got to read the game that's in front of me. I actually think that we started this game out with less momentum. I'm not going to say losing, because you know there's 2 rounds, right? They have to push, we have to push, and then a possible overtime round as well, or tiebreaker round, whatever. That death right there, I feel so aggravated about and indifferent about, because I recognize that I was pushed up a little bit further than I should have been. I was still trying to maintain an aggressive off angle. I was trying to heal the Genji, keep the Genji alive as well, and then I ended up getting hindered by the Cassidy. So I don't feel like there's too much I could have done there. I felt like I had a good position. I still had my fade up as well. Kind of just unfortunate. I don't get too many deaths to this game, so would have been nice if I could have had all of the eliminations and stats that I had while also not dying at all, but that's just not possible sometimes, right? So and not dying isn't always an indicator of not playing well either. Sometimes you die just making more aggressive plays. There goes the second time Cassidy killed me, and go ahead and spoiler alert right now, those are my only 2 deaths. Those 2 little deaths right there. And mind you, I just hopped on for the night. I was still trying to, you know what I mean, get my bearings, figure out how I was going to play this, trying to figure out how to, play around my team, play against their team. Every game's a little bit different. You have your own agenda when you go into it. Usually as Moira, I want to play hyper aggressive. I want to pick off the squishies. I want to alleviate pressure from my backline. I want to distract. Yeah, so kind of want to get those things going, but sometimes it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? You gotta feel out the game that's being played. So all good. Took 2 early deaths. They obviously took the first 2 points pretty quickly. I mean, they have, when it first started, they had what, 5.5, almost 6 minutes to push this last portion here. So like I said, I think they start with momentum here. Even here, maybe I'm playing too far up, too aggressive, not entirely sure. That was actually, I think, yeah, that was our first kill that we got this entire match as a team. That was their first death at all, this entire game. So, the fact that I end up doing what I'm about to do and we win this game feels really nice. I threw that orb off, not really expecting to damage the Cassidy, but just trying to displace the Cassidy a little bit. Try to alleviate a little bit of pressure off of my tank so he doesn't get his shield entirely destroyed. But yeah, it's all good. Like I said, they start this game off pretty dominant, I would say, and then we kind of just pick it up. I fade to the back line so I can secure the Moira, make sure the Moira can't fade back behind me. We get the tank as well. So it took us quite a few minutes before we got our first kill. And then we immediately got a team kill right afterward. So that's why I said, I feel like they had the momentum, but I don't feel like they were like necessarily winning. I feel like up until you lose, any game in Overwatch for the most part is a winnable game. So it is what it is. You gotta shape your mindset. You know what I mean? Even if you feel like your team's getting shoved, if you're playing, I play to have fun first and foremost. I like to just enjoy my fucking life. I gotta fucking wife, a kid, 3 dogs, and a yeah. You know what I mean? I got other things going on. I'm not just a gamer these days, but I still like to win. You know what I mean? I enjoy sweating. I enjoy playing to the best of my ability. So no game's a complete loss until it's actually a loss. At this point, we've got them pretty hard shoved. You know what I mean? I'm not really able to really take an off angle here, but don't really need to. This right here ends up being the play of the game. We pick off the tank early, we pick off both supports, and then I get the Cassidy right before I dropped. I didn't want to stay up there longer than I had to. I picked up the Hanzo rather, just because I knew that the Cassidy could have hit the grenade, hindered me, and took me out. And I feel like we already took out 4 of them. It's better if I just go ahead and reset my position as opposed to me getting staggered. Because I feel like I, at this point, have a lot of carry potential in my mind, and I don't necessarily want to die. It sucks that anybody died at all, but so that's my reasoning for dropping off there. I possibly could have got the 5K there, but it is what it is. I still feel like that was the right play there. Do a good job of keeping the Reaper here alive, and then the Hanzo ult's just really unfortunate. Here I go for a big flank. I feel like they have the momentum here. It's a 5v4. Again, I want to distract them. I want to take the attention off of the front. I want to see if I can pull them off of the objective, you know what I mean, and make them focus on me. We ended up picking off their Moira, so that's really good. Their Moira was actually playing really well. You'll see at the end she ended up, I think, having more heals than me. That's about it, though. She had more heals than me, though. To be fair, I think we heavily outdamaged their team, so there was a lot more heals available for their team. They got it right up to the end point. We're supposed to cap it, 1.5 minutes left. Still looking pretty close here. I don't know at the moment, obviously, who has their ults up, but I know that, obviously, looking at the replay, Moira and Cassidy both have their ults up, so those are 2 very potent, potentially game-changing ultimates. We pick off the Hans, though. Beautiful little damage orb. Trying to manipulate the bouncing angles there as much as I can. Lucio ults a little bit, possibly preemptively there. I don't feel like we had anybody that was really in risk of dying just yet there. I hit my fade there and did that weird little swivel move in the middle of my ultimate because I wanted to bait out Cassidy's ult, really. I wanted to still maintain using my coalescence without the Cassidy locking in on me and killing me with his ultimate. So we ended up dodging his shot, so that was good. It's a 5-on-4 again, only 1 support up, just me up. Go on what we can do. There's only 30 seconds left. This is honestly such an intense game. I'm playing on the staircase here to again try to be somewhat of an off angle. I can't play like a complete flank here because I need to still be able to maintain heals on my team. I heard the Bastion ping for heals, but wasn't entirely sure where he was at. So, anyways, we pulled that off. You see that we just hit a 20 kill streak after starting off with 2 deaths and no kills. We finished on what, I guess a 22, 23. We finished on a 20 kill streak for the first round, and we stopped them, you know, 10 to 15 meters or so before the point. So that was pretty massive there. We'll definitely take that. Let's see if we can skip up to the start of the next round so we don't have to wait around too much.
Ready for battle.
35 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna skip that a little bit now. Alright, here we go. So, round starts. Sojourn instantly gets picked off, but she gets picked off by the Bastion grenade after getting bursted down a good bit, so not much we can do. Watch this orb. Beautiful orb. Beautiful orb. Absolute sniper with the orbs. That was gorgeous. And then we also pick off the Hans with the next orb. I wanted my fade there to, I was originally going to try to position my fade to where I bounced up and landed up where the Hans was at and finish him off with my beam. And I saw that my orb killed him. I didn't really want to be up there out of position any longer than I had to. Pick off the tank as well. Zen goes down. We've immediately got some momentum here to start the round, so that's nice.
You cannot escape me.
I'm trying to apply some forward pressure here. I need to practice my fade rollouts a bit so that I can actually do the jump there that I was thinking about doing. I think here I get a little bit too tunneled on the bastion for a second. I think that ends up being why this next fight is about to collapse the way it collapses. That heal orb also went much slower than I would have liked it to. I think if it had bounced faster as opposed to being one of those slow orbs, then I definitely would have kept the tank alive there. But it's okay, I'm the only one left alive here. But we did get quite a big initial push. I thought for sure Roadhog was going to chase me here. He chased me a little bit later than I thought he was going to. So we ended up not picking up the kill because I didn't have my fade up for, I mean, another 2 seconds by the time he would have gotten in that room with me. I was just going to throw my heal orb around and then pick up the health back if I needed to and then fade out. But anyway, an interesting play on his part. Timed my fade perfectly. I also made it to where him chasing me with just his ult to just solo focus me wouldn't have been a rewarding play really. So I ended up saving my life and then I was able to ult immediately afterwards, which I feel like was pretty nice because we kept 2 of our people alive. We forced the Roadhog back. We picked off their healer early. They've got to stop 3 meters before the next cap here. So I know they're trying to be aggressive here. I think the Han should have just realized that these other 2 people died and there was no sense to stagger it a bit there, but I guess they're all going to be coming from spawn anyways, so not really much of a stagger. So we get the first point capped. They did stop our forward momentum a little bit. The initial push was good, but then they kind of slowed us down. That's okay though. We've got 3.5 minutes to make this next push. Stuttering. Stuttering is a beautiful habit. I've gotten a lot more comfortable with my stutters as life has gone by. That shit used to fuck me up. I don't want to go around here and flank around here because I recognize how quickly they're bursting my team down, so I'm not trying to not really trying to do a flank here and lose anybody. Sojourn I think just got picked off by goofy positioning. And then here they all just kind of run by me. I think they all kind of just like sold a little bit, to be real with you. The soldier also seemingly sold a little bit. Allowed me to pick off I think 2 people, one before we started our ult and then one as the ult went off. We hide from the D.Va ult real quick. You'll be able to see here this Moira is actually not a bad player at all. I mean she's bouncing around with me. She's in her ult now, so I'm trying to dodge that. Someone else came up right behind me. All good though. Getting ready to do what we do, continue the wiggles. The rest of my team is dead. I didn't know that the Sigma was still alive here actually while we were playing the game, but I didn't really have a way to get back to the Sigma anyway, so it is what it is. But Sigma ends up picking off the soldier, so that's cool. I don't have a way of getting to the soldier here though, unfortunately, or the Sigma rather, so it is what it is. I wouldn't have thrown that orb out as a healing orb if I had given it another second or 2 and saw that the Sigma was going to die. Metra gets a really good pick here, and then Lucio and I both get the same idea here of just full sending the Ana in the back, the Ana in the back. Pick off the Hans. I hear soldiers in ult, so that's why I'm kind of just corner camping a little bit. There's no reason for me to just throw out a free death to the silly soldier. But then soldier gets really cocky for no reason, dives in on low health. I think he was expecting his D.Va to maybe ult in the room as opposed to ulting out on the point, because D.Va ended up not picking up any kills off of that. And then we smacked the shit out of the other Moira. Finally killed her after all of that. And we pick off the Ana as well, so now they don't have any healers. We got the Hans. D.Va's out of mech as well, so played that really well. Soldier gets clacked as well. I mean, they're definitely providing a lot of resistance here. We only had a minute left. I don't know if you remember back to the first round. They had almost 6 minutes. They had 5.5 minutes to make, excuse me, this final push, and we've only got 2. God damn, we've only got 2.5 minutes. The hiccups are real. My apologies. the Metro gets, or Echo rather, gets picked off doing some goofy shit. Gets picked off by the Ana as well. Really unfortunate. I tip my hat to the Ana, but I mean, really shouldn't have happened. It's an unnecessary stagger to start this portion of the round. But that's okay. Thankfully she shows back up. She's going to have her ultimate for this next portion of the fight as well. Trying to be a bit of a nuisance here, be a bit annoying. We've got the Symmetra ult up. We also had the Lucio ult. So you would think we would win this fight for free, especially we picked off 2 early. And then somehow they pick off 2 of us as well. Thankfully, his hammer here missed, but Doom still died, so pretty unfortunate to be real with you. The fact that we lost that team fight was a bit perplexing to me. I guess I maybe could have faded behind the enemy team and tried to fight from like the, from the flank and pull the attention that way, but I didn't have my coalescence, so I don't really like going all the way behind the enemy team without my coalescence. And then also I would have had to fade to get back behind there, then I wouldn't have my fade back out. Another beautiful damage orb to pick off the Genji. We're already on a 20 kill streak for this second round, so that's nice. So we haven't died at all. Like I said, there's 2 early deaths by the Cassidy. Those are my only deaths. I know here that I've got my coalescence, so that's why I'm immediately starting to run towards the back. If I don't have to fade to the back, then I've got my fade to get back out if I need to. We picked them all up basically, so that's nice. We keep the Bastion alive as well. We get the team kill. We've only got 15 seconds left here, and we essentially have to get it all the way to the cap point to win here. Thankfully we dropped the Bastion ult. Bastion ult picks off the Lucio, so they're already down a healer. We pick off the Genji early as well. I dodged the Diva ult. I don't think the Diva ult got any of us actually. The Tracer ult picked off our Bastion, so that's unfortunate. Diva's out of Meg. Diva gets killed as well. And then we ended up winning kind of beautifully. I feel like they low-key, I'm not going to say they low-key threw. I'm going to say that we fully asserted our dominance. There's what happened. Because watch, look at the stats here. We have a whopping 52 eliminations, 21 assists, only 2 deaths. Obviously by far the least deaths in the lobby. You could argue that some of my team's deaths I could have prevented, but I feel like I did a really good job of just staying on the map, applying pressure. I felt like I was healing consistently the entire time. Our Lucio only had 11k heals. I had 17k. Both of their healers had 23k and then 15k. But I also did do a massive amount of damage. I did as much damage almost as both of their healers put together. I out-damaged both of their DPS. So that's why I'm saying they had more heals, but they also had more opportunity to heal. So across the board, we did a lot more damage to them as a team. But yeah, I think that was my best game. I was in ranked. That was in a plat lobby. If I win one more game, then I have my next replacement. So stay tuned to see the next saga of my ranked journey. I've been enjoying it again. Felt like that was a massive game, so I wanted to go ahead and record it while it was still fresh. If you stuck around this long, I love you. I appreciate you. Stay safe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you aren't already. Drop a like for me. Leave a comment, man. Let me know you're safe. Love you always, man. Have a wonderful day. Peace.